Hello everyone, this is Dr. Meenakshi Gupta from the Conceptual Pharmacology channel. So today I am going to start another topic of the pharmacology, that is antiviral drug, and under this we'll be discussing drugs for viral hepatitis. So hepatitis, it may be because of alcohol, it may be drug induced, but the most common cause is it is a viral hepatitis. So coming to the next one, now hepatitis virus, they are mainly of five type: A, B, C, D and E. Now, out of this A, B, C, D, sorry, A, B, C, they are very common, and this D and E, they are less common. Okay. Now, another important point is all of them are RNA viruses except hepatitis B virus, which is DNA virus. Number 3, this A and E, they are almost same. Their spread is by fecal route, and then this D, this hepatitis D virus, it is usually, we can see, is co-infection with hepatitis B virus. And now this B and C, they are spread by the blood inoculation. Okay, so their spread transmission, that is totally different from this. Now coming to the first one, because these three, they are the commonest ones, so we will be discussing one by one, A, B and C. Now coming to the first one, hepatitis A virus. Okay. Now hepatitis A virus, a few important point about hepatitis A virus. Right. So hepatitis A virus, already I've told, it is a RNA virus, and its incidence, definitely it is decreased because of the vaccination. We give 2 doses of vaccination at the gap of 6 months. Then another important is the transmission. Transmission is, already I have told, it is by the fecal route, and this virus, it is excreted before the patient comes with a sign and symptom or with a clinical illness. This virus, the shedding of this virus, or it is seen in the feces, or it is excreted in the feces up to 2 weeks before the clinical illness. So chances are, when the person gets infected, maybe the other family member may get the infection if there is a poor sanitation that is followed by the person who gets infection with the hepatitis A virus. But so after 1 week of the clinical illness, there is decreased excretion of the virus in the feces. Now, what are the sign and symptoms? So, this is all about the transmission, and incubation period for this one is 2 to 6 weeks. Now, sign and symptom what this is, so there will be, first is malaise will be there, then nausea and vomiting. Patient may have constipation, patient may have diarrhea, anything can happen. Then pain abdomen, slight pain will be there, pain abdomen. Then low grade fever. Patient will have a myalgia, arthralgia. May develop jaundice after 10 to 12 days. And with this, stool may be acholic. Urine will be darker in color. Tenderness will be there, maybe splenomegaly, slight. That can happen. And even the lymph node in the cervical region or epitrochlear region may be enlarged. So these are signs and symptoms of this hepatitis E virus. Now, how to treat it? What is the treatment for this? Remember one thing. So, treatment for the hepatitis A virus, it is self-limiting. That means incubation period कितना बताया 2 to 6 weeks. So, recovery is must. Most of the patient they show the recovery after 6 weeks, and maximum to maximum it is going to take the 9 weeks. So recovery, that is a must. There is no chronic state happen. Only if the person gets infected with the hepatitis C virus, then only hepatitis C along with the hepatitis A virus, then only we can see the chronic state. Otherwise we won't be seeing the chronic state. So how to treat with this? So first thing is prevention. Definitely the hand washing, that is very important. Tell the patient to maintain the proper sanitation. And what is the other way? Vaccination, the 2 doses of the vaccination at the gap of 6 weeks. And symptomatic treatment we give, because the patient is having a fever, patient is fatigability will be there, arthralgia is there, myalgia will be there. So bed rest, that is advised to the patient. And if the patient is not able to take the oral, then 10% IV glucose is indicated. Otherwise any food, palatable food we can give to the patient. And we have to, because here we patient feel weak, we have to give palatable and we have to give the nutritious food. That is very important. And what the patient has to avoid, any physical exertion, of course alcohol, and any hepatotoxic agent. So this is all about the hepatitis A virus. Now coming to the next one, hepatitis B virus. Now B virus, already I have told, all A, B, C, D, E, all of them they are the RNA virus, except hepatitis B virus, which is a DNA virus. So here you can see hepatitis this one B virus, this is a double stranded DNA. Along with that, DNA dependent DNA polymerase enzyme that is there, and this is the capsid, outer this yellow color. So icosahedral type capsid this is. And this virus, hepatitis B virus, it belongs to the family Hep adena virus. Okay. So outside of this we can see the surface antigen or Australian antigen, this round color, and then there is a core antigen that is seen, and early antigen. So this is about the structure of hepatitis B virus. Now, after the structure, now how this virus it gets transmitted? It is transmitted through the, not fecal hepatitis E virus, that was with the fecal, it is with the blood inoculation, like who all will be more prone for that? Definitely medical personnel, medical people, then nurses. मेडिकल पीपल में आपका आ गया डॉक्टर्स, नर्सेज एंड इवन the technical staff who all handle the this. And then any person, if you are using the infected person who are taking the drugs, that used syringes, if you are using tattooing, because this virus, it is found in the blood, semen, vaginal fluid. So transmission is by the sexual contact, that is also, and even vertical transmission from the mother to the fetus, that is also there. Now next one is a sign and symptom of this hepatitis B virus. Sign and symptom of almost all the hepatitis virus, they are almost same, and the difference is in the incubation period, like and there is only slight differences there, like here we won't be seeing that much fever, is onset is insidious, will be there, and incubation period in hepatitis A virus, it is 2 to 6 weeks. Here incubation period is 2 to 6 months, and rest of the sign and symptom, they are almost same here, plus few other, like we can see the polyarthritis nodosa, glomerulonephritis, that can be seen, and all these because of the immunological response. जितने भी sign and symptom है, that is because of the immunological response which is exerted by the body once the person gets infected with the hepatitis B virus. And another important is the aminotransferase level, especially the SGOT and SGPT, they are many much more fold, it is increased aminotransferase level or SGOT and PT. Okay, now all this immunological response I told, because of that, then this is also raised. Let's see how this virus it replicate, hepatitis B virus. So replication of the hepatitis B virus, this is a hepatocytes, ये आपका हो गया hepatocyte, ठीक है, this is the hepatitis B virus. So how the virus it is going to attack this cell, hepatocyte cell. So what are the steps of the replication? So first one is a fusion. It get fused with the membrane. Then number two is a penetration. Thus virus it enters within the cell. This is a fusion. Number one. Number two is a penetration. And number three is uncoating. Now what is the uncoating? Uncoating is this capsid material that is removed. It is only the genetic material, this DNA, that will come out. That is a uncoating. Then next one is a protein synthesis, and here what happened after the uncoating, this virus, important thing is it also replicates just like a HIV virus. So this virus it enters within the, this is the nucleus, within the nucleus, and within the nucleus this is the DNA of this hepatocytes, and this is the DNA of the virus. ठीक है, ये DNA वायरस का है, ये हेपेटोसाइट का है. What will happen? It gets integrated with the host DNA. The DNA of जो आपका viral hepatitis B virus का DNA, this gets integrated with the hepatocyte DNA. And what it is going to form? It is going to form a covalently closed circular DNA, CCC DNA. And this is going to form this. Now once it gets integrated, it will be integrated for lifelong. It will be, once the person gets infection, if it gets integrated with that, then the infection will be lifelong. It is just like a retrovirus, just like a HIV. Now what will happen next is transcription. What is the transcription? This message of the DNA that is transcribed in the form of messenger RNA. Now this messenger RNA, what they are going to do, this messenger RNA along with the other, with the ribosomal RNA and the transfer RNA, it is going to synthesize the various protein. That process is called the translation. And with the synthesis of all the protein, ठीक है, जितने भी आपके प्रोटीन सिंथेसिस एंड अर्ली प्रोटीन सिंथेसिस, लेट प्रोटीन सिंथेसिस, दैट पॉली प्रोटीन दैट इज सिंथेसाइज, दैट इज गोइंग टू फॉर्म various structural protein. It is broken down into the structural protein, and once all the protein they are synthesized, then what will happen? Uncoating के बाद आपका क्या होगा? All the type of like nucleic acid synthesis will be there, definitely. Then protein synthesis, early and late protein synthesis. Then the next one is we have all the things, they will come together. Okay, सारे के सारे, all they will come together, and then there will be formation of this, and ultimately there is a release of this virus. Okay, but what happens in the body with the immunological response because of this viral infection within the hepatocyte? Definitely there is a immunological response will gets activated, and because of that activation of the immunological response, what will be happen? These T lymphocytes, they get activated, and these T lymphocytes, they will try to damage, they are going to damage this virus. And they are not only going to damage the virus, but also ये virus किसमें है आपका? Hepatocytes में. They are also going to damage the hepatocytes. So once the hepatocytes they are damaged, within the hepatocytes what we have? We have aminotransferase. All the enzyme they are there. Then there is a release of that enzyme which causes the increased level of this SGOT and PT 1000-fold. Okay, so this is how the viral it replicate, and because of the immunological response, how all these level they are increased. Now how to treat it and why we have to give a treatment? Now hepatitis B virus, it is going to cause the two type of infection. One is acute infection and another one is a chronic infection. आपके कितने तरह के होंगे? Acute and chronic infection. Acute infection if it is a less than 6 months, and chronic is if it is a more than 6 months. Okay, so for the acute infection and for the chronic infection, whatever, we have to give the drug to the patient, because once the person gets infected, it will be there. Now why we have to give the drugs, why we have to give the treatment? A में हमने क्या कहा था? We have to give the, it is a self-limiting, we just have to give the symptomatic treatment. लेकिन इसमें क्या है? We have to give the specific drug for the hepatitis B virus, because to progression of, to inhibit the progression of the disease. How the, what progression will be there? Once the inflammation will be there, ठीक है, inflammation के बाद क्या होगा? Fibrosis, and later on it can cause the cirrhosis. So to diminish the progression of the disease, that's why we have to, this is the aim why we want to give the antiviral drug for the hepatitis B virus. Number one is to decrease the progression of the disease. Number two is to prevent the complication. Complication कैसे? Patient may go for the liver failure, patient may go for the liver carcinoma or hepatocarcinoma. So to prevent the complication, and now because of that hepatic carcinoma or because of the liver failure, what we need, there may be need for the liver transplantation. So we, because of these three reasons, we have to give the antiviral drug against the hepatitis B virus, so that और कितनी देर तक देनी है? How long we have, will come to know very shortly. So what are the drugs we have for the hepatitis B virus? We have a nucleoside or a nucleotide analog. So one is lamivudine, then entecavir, tenofovir, adifovir, and talbivudine. Then we have a interferon, that is interferon alpha and pegylated interferon, and another one is a ribavirin. So these interferon, they are the non-selective one, and whereas these are mainly for the drugs for the hepatitis B virus, and few of them they are even effective against the HIV virus. ठीक है. Now if we put the patient on hepatitis B virus, how we'll come to know the patient is showing the response for this. ठीक है. आपने पेशेंट को हेपेटाइटिस बी वायरस एंटीवायरल ड्रग पे डाल दिया. हाउ विल कम टू नो वेदर द पेशेंट इज शोइंग द रिस्पॉन्स और नॉट. सो इसमें हमें क्या देखना है. द फर्स्ट वन इज वी हैव टू सी द इम्पॉर्टेंट इज there will be clinical improvement. ठीक है. Then one is a biochemical. So SGOT, PT, aminotransferase level वो आपके कम होने शुरू हो जाएंगे. Sign and symptoms कम होने शुरू हो जाएंगे. Then another one is virological response. ठीक है. Virological response, that is hepatitis B virus DNA copies. ठीक है. Their copies, they will be negligible if you are going to. Then another one is a serological response. So once a person gets infection with the hepatitis B virus, then what will happen in the serum? There is a appearance of hepatitis surface antigen, ठीक है, and early antigen. So seroconversion from the positive to the negative, that is the another indication that this drug it is working. So these are the few things by which we can make out whether the drug is working or not. Then how long we have to give once this seroconversion happen. ठीक है. एक बार ये seroconversion हो जाती है, then again you have to continue the drug for another 6 months. Right. So what are the most common efficacy endpoints? One is seroconversion of early antigen or surface antigen from positive to negative, suppression of hepatitis B virus DNA copies to undetectable level, and reduction in the elevated hepatic transaminase level. So आपका ये serological हो गया, virological हो गया, biochemical हो गया. Another one is a clinical improvement you have to see. And all these they are related with, अगर ये आपका ठीक हो गया, then definitely there will be improvement in the inflammatory disease. आपका further inflammation के आपका chances will be to the fibrosis and cirrhosis. That will be the delayed, decreased risk for the liver failure and hepatocellular carcinoma, and then decreased need for liver transplantation. Now how this group of drug, this is a serological marker, how once a person gets infection with the hepatitis B virus, so first antigen which appear in the serum within a month, that is the this surface antigen. ये आपका सबसे पहले within a month, you can see with the red color, and it will stay there for the 6 months. आपका 6 months तक ये रहता है. And then the second one is to, and once the person, if you are going to go for the, if this is seen in the serum, that means the person is showing the early phase of the acute infection. And if this, the second one, if this is also seen, ये वाला भी अगर आता है उसमें, ठीक है, so both, if we see this and this दोनों दिखते हैं, then this shows the acute infection. E is the, it shows the infectivity, ठीक है, rate of infectivity or replication. So virus, it is replicating. If both these they are shown, it's a acute infection. So this surface antigen, this will be there for the 6 months, and after that what will happen? After 1 month there will be, we can see the anti-HBs. If once we see this, then what will happen? This shows the recovery, right? This shows the recovery, and this shows the less infectivity. And then next thing which we will see, that is anti-HBc, both IgM and IgG. IgM, that will be there for 6 months to 9 months, okay, and IgG, it will be there, ये हमेशा होता है, it will be there, IgG. And if the person shows this IgG एंड anti-HBS, अगर आपको ये दोनों आते हैं, ये दोनों दिखते हैं, ठीक है, दिस वन एंड एंटी, दैट मीन्स द पर्सन इज रिकवर्ड. बट अगर सिर्फ यही है anti-HBS, दैट मीन्स दिस शोज द इम्यूनाइजेशन, पर्सन इज इम्यून, इम्यूनाइजेशन उसको वैक्सीनेशन दी है, ठीक है. सो वैक्सीनेशन इज देयर फॉर द hepatitis B virus. So this, if only this is seen, then we will see this person has taken the vaccine. But if this one is anti this and this, that means the immunological immunity it won. So it has killed almost all the antigens, right? So this surface antigen and early antigen, they shows the acute phase or early infection. So viral, it is replicating. So once the person, so once we are going to put the patient on the drug, then what will happen? There will be seroconversion. इसमें आपकी क्या हो जाएगी? Seroconversion from this to, from positive to negative. Now, how this hepatitis drug they are going to act, or anti-hepatitis drug they are going to act? So you have seen all the drug, they are either nucleotide or a nucleoside analog. So they are going to act in the same way. How? I have already I explained in my video on the antiviral drug, that is anti-herpes. Okay? Anti-herpes drug, that is acyclovir. Their mechanism of action. So this drug, most of this hepatitis B virus drug, whether nucleoside or nucleotide, they work in the same way how this acyclovir they act, because this is also a nucleoside analog, guanosine analog. Okay, so first again I will be giving a link in the description box. If you want to see in detail, you can go and watch that video. And here just I'm giving a quick review of this mechanism of action of this acyclovir, what I have explained in that video. Here you can see the acyclovir. This is also a guanosine. The structural resemblance of acyclovir with the guanosine, a little bit difference is there. So what will happen there? The two step, one is activation and another one is a incorporation. So activation में आपका क्या है? This acyclovir, it is as such, it is inactive, so it needs activation. Activation आपकी कैसे है? With the incorporation of the phosphate. यहाँ पे एक लगा, यहाँ पे दो लगे, यहाँ पे तीन लगे. So once the triphosphate is there, this is converted into the active drug. So phosphate की incorporation 1 and 2, they need the enzyme. It may be a viral enzyme, it may be the host enzyme. Here what happens? The first incorporation of phosphate, it require the herpes simplex virus kinases. But these 2 and 3, here we need the host thymidine kinases. Once it gets activated, now acyclovir triphosphate, it is activated. Then second one is the incorporation. Incorporation किसमें? आपकी DNA chain में. Once the nucleic acid that is synthesized, when the viral it is replicated, there is a synthesis of the nucleic acid, there is a synthesis of the protein. So once this nucleic acid or a DNA chain, once it is growing, then what we need all the purine and pyrimidine. So this is a normal incorporation. ये आपकी lengthening हो रही है DNA की. यहाँ पे क्या लगना चाहिए? जी, normally. Now acyclovir triphosphate, it resembles structurally with this. Then what will happen? Instead of this, what will happen? This acyclovir, it comes and bind here. Once this binds, then what will happen? The further lengthening of the DNA will be hampered. No further lengthening of the DNA will be there. So once that stop, एक बार अगर ये लग गया, lengthening नहीं होगी, and then this, it is going to inhibit this irreversibly. Initially also, this, there is a, these two, they are competing for the DNA. There is a competition of acyclovir triphosphate and guanosine for the DNA polymerase. ठीक है, पहले ये competition है. Once this get incorporated, एक बार ये cyclovir लग गया, then further lengthening of the DNA, this will be, so it inhibits the further DNA synthesis, that is blocked, and this is going to inhibit the DNA polymerase irreversibly. In a simple, which you can see from the tripartite. So initially, this all illustration I have taken from the net. This one is from the standard textbook of Tripathi. Here, easier way acyclovir activation into the monophosphate and the triphosphate. For the first phosphate, that it needs a viral specific enzyme, and for the another two, diphosphate and triphosphate, it needs a host kinases. Once it gets converted into that, then what will happen, it gets incorporated acyclovir, guanosine की जगह ये लग गया in the viral DNA, and further there will be no lengthening of the DNA, and this is going to inhibit the DNA polymerase irreversibly. Second one is it inhibits the herpes virus DNA polymerase compatibility. This is how the acyclovir it acts, and the same way all the hepatitis, all the anti-hepatitis B viral drug, they are also going to act in the same way. Okay? So which step they are going to block? Here you can see a viral replication cycle, and you can see one drug, entecavir, which is used for the hepatitis B virus. It is going to act here. Nucleic acid, जहाँ पे nucleic acid synthesis हुई, we need a purine and a pyrimidine. Then what will happen? Instead of purine or pyrimidine, this drug they get incorporated. They are the either analog of cytidine, they are analog of guanosine, they may be analog of thymidine. So what happens, instead of the purine or pyrimidine, because of this structural resemblance, what will happen, these drugs they come and incorporate into the DNA, and they are going to stop the lengthening. So this is the mechanism of action of all the drugs which we use against the hepatitis B virus. So I won't be taking in detail. So once you are writing the mechanism of action, you can write in the same way it gets converted or it gets activated. Okay? और कैसे, by the phosphorylation. Once it gets activated, then they are going to inhibit the DNA polymerase. Now coming to the first drug, hepatitis B virus, we have a tenofovir. So tenofovir disoproxil or fumarate, it is also called as a TDB. So it is a monophosphate related with the AMP analog, also has anti-HIV activity. Now this is a tenofovir disoproxil. It is a prodrug. प्रोड्रग में क्या है, बिकॉज इट्स अ प्रोड्रग, दिस इज, अगर हम इसको अकेले देते टिनोफोविर, बायोअवेलेबिलिटी इट इज वेरी वेरी लेस, सो वी आर गोइंग गिविंग इट एज अ डाइसोप्रॉक्सिल, and this is going to improve its bioavailability. F stands for the bioavailability, and it also enter within the cell. So once it enters within the cell, then what will happen, it gets diphosphorylated by this is activation phase. Okay, so क्या बना, tenofovir diphosphate, which is going to inhibit the hepatitis B virus DNA and HIV reverse transcriptase. Half life is 16 hours, and this drug, it is one of the first line drug for the chronic hepatitis. Why it is a first line drug, one of the first line? Because of the good efficacy, tolerability and low risk of the resistance. ठीक है, सो इसमें हम एक्शन कैसे देखेंगे, वी हैव टू सी द क्लिनिकल इंप्रूवमेंट विल बी देयर, आपने वही लिखना, क्लिनिकल इंप्रूवमेंट विल बी देयर, वायरोलॉजिकल डीएनए कॉपी वो भी डिसअपियर हो जाएंगे, रिस्पॉन्स रेट इज मोर देन 90%, ठीक है, एंड नेगेटिव आ जाएगा सीरोलॉजिकल रिस्पॉन्स, एंड ऑल्सो shows the effect against the lamivudine resistant cases. So side effect इसके क्या है, they are well tolerated, गुड टॉलरेबिलिटी, इसका मतलब साइड इफेक्ट इसके बहुत कम है. साइड इफेक्ट दे आर मोस्टली रिलेटेड टू जीआईटी, जैसे नोजिया, फ्लैटुलेंस, एब्डोमिनल डिस्कम्फर्ट, लूज मोशन, स्लाइट इंक्रीज इन द सीरम क्रेटिनिन, दैट इज कॉमन, acute renal injury or the chronic renal disease, that is possible. Then we have a talbividine. Talbividine, it is a thymidine analog, same way. So it is a thymidine analog, इसमें भी वही activation, so it get phosphorylated and it is going to inhibit the DNA polymerase, hepatitis B virus DNA polymerase. It is going to enable the further lengthening of the hepatitis B virus DNA. So same with this drug, it is going to act. So this, once you are going to give it by oral route, it is, we can give along with the meal, because bioavailability that is not affected by the food, and half life is 15, iski 16 hour hai, excreted unchanged by the kidney. So this you have to memorize it. So there is no way कि इसको आपको याद करना पड़ेगा कि what all drug, name of the drug, this is a thymidine analog, this is a AMP analog. आपको ऐसे you have to memorize. It causes a faster and more complete suppression of these in comparison to the lamivudine and adifovir. But it is not the first line drug. क्यों? Because we see the resistance in the lamivudine resistant cases. Tolerability इसकी भी अच्छी है. Side effect pain abdomen, cough, diarrhea, headache, dizziness and myalgia. Serum amylase may rise. Another one is a lamivudine. Lamivudine is also, earlier it was a first line drug, but now it is no longer a first line drug. Why? Because once you stop this drug, आप एक बार बंद करते हो ये ड्रग, so initially what will happen, the HbA DNA titer, it is markedly reduced, but again it rises once you discontinue. ठीक है. एंड समटाइम व्हाट हैपन इवन विद द कंटिन्यूएशन, इवन अगर आप दे भी रहे हो तब भी व्हाट विल हैपन, द टाइटर इट अगेन कम्स टू back to the normal. That's why now, earlier it was the first line drug, but now it is no longer a first line drug. So this is a deoxycytidine analog with the HIV activity. HIV transferase उसको भी ये करता है. ठीक है. Good oral bioavailability with a half life ऐसे इसकी इतनी, but once it is within the cell, as such half life is 6 to 8 hours. But once it is within the cell, then half-life it is more than 12 hours, especially in a HIV patient. It is excreted in the urine. And hepatitis B virus, intracellular half-life, it is 17 to 19 hours. So adverse effect, it's a well tolerated with a good safety profile. And adverse effect, headache, fatigue, rashes, nausea, pain abdomen, and rare are neuropathy and pancreatitis. Now, entecavir. Entecavir, it is one of the first line drug. Okay? It is a first line drug for treating chronic hepatitis B. Entecavir हो गए, adifovir. So these are two drugs, entecavir and tenofovir. They are the two drugs which are the first line drug for the and most effective drug. अगर कोई पूछता है chronic hepatitis B के लिए कौन सी है, there are the two drug, entecavir and another one is tenofovir. So it is a first line option. Why? Because resistance, that is rare. Okay, well tolerated. Okay, and the most active. These are the reasons. उसमें भी वही resistance, good tolerability and the effective drug. So this is going to bring down the hepatitis B virus rapidly and profoundly, and there is all the improvement they are seen. Okay? And then we can give it by oral route, and food, it is going to decrease the bioavailability, so you have to give the with the empty stomach. And this is the mechanism of action iska pura, just like acyclovir, guanosine analog. So instead of the guanosine, what will happen, entecavir, it gets, after the activation phosphorylation, it gets incorporated within the hepatitis B virus DNA, and further lengthening it is going to hamper. And side effect is because well tolerated, mild dyspepsia, they are there, nausea, diarrhea, fatigue, disturbed sleep, and in decompensated cirrhosis of liver, lactic acidosis, that is seen. Now next one is the adifovir dipivoxil. So this is also a monophosphate analog of AMP, and also effective. This is not very only for the hepatitis B virus, it is also effective against the other RNA, DNA viruses, and also for the HIV virus. Now this is the least effective. Adifovir, मैंने अभी first line कौन सी बताई, entecavir and tenofovir. Adifovir, it is the least active nucleotide analog against the hepatitis, so it is not a first line. And resistance is maybe same way आपका lamivudine में भी resistance है, talbivudine में भी है. That's why they are not a first line drug. And here again the clinical, biochemical, histological, serological, virological response we see, and with the continued treatment, more percentage of the patient they respond. With 1 year 50%, अगर आप उसको और continue करते हो, then it is going to show the more response. So this drug dipivoxil, this is also a pro-drug. Once you give it within the intestine and liver, asterosis, they are going to release the active drug. Half-life as such, it is a 7 hour, but within the cell, it is a 18 hour. This drug, it is most of the hepatitis B virus drug, they are well tolerated. Here the side effects are sore throat, headache, weakness, pain, abdomen, and flu-like syndrome, they are there. And higher doses, and if the person is having already any renal insufficiency, then it can cause the nephrotoxicity. So this is all about the drugs for the hepatitis B virus. I have covered lamivudine, and these two I have told you, these are the first line drug. And reason I have told you first line drug, why? Because of the good tolerability, good efficacy, and resistance it is not developed, and they are effective even against the viruses, which shows the resistance to the lamivudine. Okay. Then adifovir, the least effective nucleotide among all. So these are the first line option. This is for other viruses also, other DNA and RNA viruses. Mechanism of action मैंने आपको बता दिया, ठीक है. So these are drugs for the hepatitis B virus. Then interferon, they are the non-selective. This I will be taking when I will discuss drugs for the hepatitis C virus.